About Corey Maggette.
Well, coming back, he made his debut last week. You're talking about with the bang, the reigning MVP, 23 points, 14 rebounds. But, you know, what he adds is size, the ability to stretch the defense, to get inside. More importantly, he draws the defense and now can make plays. When you have that many to stop him, talking about a complete player, I mean, it's not ISO Joe for no reason. I mean, just tearing the league up by storm right now, leading the league with 22 points. And again, he's the same way, 3-game winners, not afraid of the big shot. But like Corey Maggette, when you pay too much attention to him, he makes you pay.
Well, two of them
situations, and let's see if that can happen for triplets early.
Here's Coutinho Mobley, shot blocked and laid up and in. Here's Mobley. Mobley's working with a calf injury, missed last week, says he's about 70%. Maggette, got it.
12 feet, pull up with confidence and knock it in.
Maggette faces, pull, got it. Here's Pargo now. Stolen by Maggette. And lays it up and in.
Power, and I talked about it in our first game. You turn it over like that, the advantage is to the defensive team to score.
Good dish.
His ability at 6'8" to see over the defense and then put the ball on target.
Corey Maggette. 6-point lead for the defending champs, thanks to Corey Maggette, who came out red hot for power. It's the Big 3 here on CBS. Tierney.
Looks like he should get a max contract because you kidding me? He's in phenomenal shape. Now, they sagged off you, you hit a couple threes. They came up, you went right by him. You got the whole game going.
Well, I think overall, man, we really trying to play to Lisa Leslie against their team. She's a great coach. She's got awesome players in their team. I think our guys just really capitalize on the right things. And now, again, we want to come back there and continue to focus on our defense.
Well, speaking of great players, awesome players, Joe Johnson, really the first time he's looked at a rhythm this season. What are you guys doing against him?
Well, if people don't know about Joe Johnson, a 7-time All-Star, Joe Johnson is not how he starts, it's how he finishes. So for us, we got to be really conscious on what he's doing later on in the game instead of right now.
He is a closer. Thanks, Corey.
That's no problem, bro.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Big boy, too, that.
Yes, he is. Good steal. And Joe force it. Joe Johnson from the corner. Yes!
A bit different being down to power if you end up being down, 8 to 10 points than it is some other teams in the league, because
Maggette scored the first 10 points for power and of this game. He started off red hot.
Well, the ability to knock down the jump shot early opens up so many other things to your game. Enough space Joe Johnson gave him, so Maggette said, you know what, I'll just take it and make the best of it. And here, this is off of steal momentum. Now you get yourself a layup inside. So the reigning MVP with the hezzy right there, doing any and everything he wanted to do in the first half.
Well, as you take a look, working on Coutinho Mobley. Joe in the lane, step back, got it, Joe. They were down 6 at the half, all of a sudden tied up now, Jim.
Yeah, right side of the court. But it's the hardest 2 you scored all day.
Joe Johnson, the crossover. Turn, fires, yes!
What they say? Great D, better O. That's just what this was right here. Cat was there, and you made Joe.
Free. Inside, big baby. Oh, look at that movement.
Be able to contest the shot knowing that Joe, if he turns, to...
Joe Johnson misses that 3. Here's Corey Maggette. He scored the first 10 points, but hasn't scored since. And he hears me.
Top score, you right. But here, nice little crossover. Jefferson late on the help. Corey Maggette back on the board.
Here's Maggette. Oh, great D. Oh, fantastic defense by Joe Johnson. Shot clock at 4.
And see, that's just tough because Joe in position, slaps it away, and then reaches. I don't know. Think about this, though. People don't understand. When Joe was, especially when I played, speed, but his height and his strength and his knowledge of how to play D on a smaller opponent paid dividends.
Joe Johnson, last 7 they've made. In the triplets, they made 5 of their last 6 thanks to Joe Johnson.
Well, you knew at one point Joe was going to feel the situation and begin to take over and impose his will. And we've been able to see that in the second half. But now he's finding his rhythm and spots, and it makes it tough. Now, here's where he's really effective. The defense is going to start to lean towards him, and then he'll be able to take care of his teammates.
He's the leading scorer in the league. He's no average Joe. He's with BT.
Yeah, we went from where is Joe to who's stopping Joe. The answer to the second question is nobody. Joe, pretty quiet to start. How do you balance trying to find your rhythm in a game but not forcing it?
Well, excuse me. Well, early, I try to, let other guys get involved in the game. But obviously, the past 3 games, we gotten off a slow start, and then we have to turn it up and turn it on. So it's another game. It's gonna be a grind game, an ugly game, but we got to some way, somehow pull through.
We got the whole nation watching here, man. We want to know, you got that last second magic in the back pocket again or what, Joe?
Keep watching.
We're watching. Where are we going? We're going nowhere. Thanks, Joe.
With Q Rich and Joe Johnson.
Yeah, especially in their days in Phoenix.
That's right.
Here's Joe. Drive. Off the glass. Count it.
We're stacked. Identified the baseline as the point of the attack. And again, the late help by Wright, because he couldn't really leave Al Jefferson, because Al.
Corey Maggette splits the double team. Wide open, Allen Anderson. Cash.
Big time shot by Allen Anderson in the corner.
Here's Maggette. Fakes the pass, lays it up and in. Here he goes.
Puts yourself in the position.
Jefferson knocks it in.
It's a chance.
Point game coming. The reigning MVP, Corey Maggette. Pull up, and game over. These guys.
You better believe it does. Look at this. Allen Anderson in a good position. Doesn't want to give up the drive. Corey steps inside that arc, gives up a long 2. But you don't, at this point, you don't want to get beat off the dribble. If your guy beats you with a jump shot over a contested hand, bro, it ain't really nothing you can do about it at all. That's just great offense right there.